Hey everybody. Uh, this is just a test stream. I'm trying to see if this new platform is going to work for me. So this is my first time back live streaming in a very long time. And I just want to welcome everybody back in. I'm even a little stuttery because I'm a little bit nervous about today, about tonight. I haven't done this one for so long. So I'm probably going to delete this video and redo it again. But I just want to make sure that I have everything in order and I know how this works because I've never done this before. So if you can bear with me just a little bit, I'm going to get things started, but I'm going to explain who I am and talk about me just for a second, just in case you don't know who I am. I don't have an intro yet for the video. So if you notice that, it's pretty, it's pretty boring right now. I'm also sweating to death. It's super hot in here, and I've had to close some things up so I don't have any distractions. And now it made the room super hot. So I'm going to have to get some air going. Also, cheers to a new stream. And if you want to hang, you can watch me draw. I am going to be sharing the screen in just a minute, but I'm going to talk about myself. So I'm a 5-year in the indie sphere artist. And I can remember being little up till now. So I've been an artist for a very long time. I love to draw fan art of things that I love. So you can see the Masters of the Universe villains. I drew this. And I also colored it, but I don't have the colored version's digital, so I can't show that on here. But I do like to draw and have fun. So I want to eventually grow this channel to be something that some friends can come on and hang out, but we can talk about some relevant things. Had a really good discussion today with Immortal Rising, Finitail, Chris. Those two guys, we hung out today. And I'm telling you, we had a good discussion about what's going on lately with the crowdfunding and just in the indie realm where we are right now. And basically, I'm going to ramble on while I get this set up. So I do have the screen share, so I'm going to do that right now. Add this in and see what you guys think. So like I said, I'm an artist. I have been an artist in comics for probably the last 6-7 years, but it's more getting the book out. It's been about 5 since we announced we were working on a book. We published it in 22, where we crowdfunded it on Indiegogo. It was called The Ballad of the Celestials, or Ballad of the Celestials. And we had a successful campaign, fulfilled it on time. And unfortunately, me and my partner don't work together anymore. He decided to do something else. And so it happens. I've now moved on to other things. I'm working on commissions, which this drawing you're looking at right now is a commission. And it's a pretty big fun one. I love it. It's for Dungeons and Dragons, and I have a coworker that asked me to do some things for his characters and his group's characters. So there's like 7 different characters on here, if I can count right. Yes, plus a villain. And he set up what he wanted, and I laid it out a little bit, more pleasing. And then now I'm working on the details. So let me zoom in so you guys can see it. But I just want to say, I'm still continuing to draw, even though I'm not working on Ballad of the Celestials. Right now, I'm currently delving into the writing world, where I'm starting to write my own story so that I can draw my own story. And it's been quite a thing. I love it. And I'm starting to come up with a story I'm really falling in love with. I love the characters I've come up with. And I think it's more of a compelling story. And I really love that. It's going to be a challenge, but it's also pretty cool. And I think this time in a way that's going to, you know, last. And I want something that's actually going to turn into a little bigger picture. But I'm not going to try to put everything ahead of myself. I'm just going to take it one piece, at a time, so that I can grow. And I'm learning a lot, but I'm also confused a lot about this, about our uh, comic book realm, I guess you could say, and especially on Twitter, and what people want and what the customers want and what they don't want. They're very fickle, it feels like, but then it's also what works for one guy doesn't work for the next. And so you have to roll with the punches. And I'm really trying to roll with the punches and change all that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do commissions here and there, but then I also want to delve into my story and start drawing it. I do have some work done for it, but nothing I can show yet that's finished, that I feel is finished. But it's coming along, and I have some fun ideas. What I think is really good. Who knows? I hope it ends up being really well done, and we'll go from there. But right now, I'm just trying to get back in. I got back into drawing, and I took a break for a little while because I was writing and things like that. And just work gets to you, so you slow down. You don't do as much, and even a week away from work or from drawing can really set you back, and you have to start over and get yourself warmed up again. And so um, this piece has been kind of laborious for me because I've had to really get back into drawing again and work myself back up to it. And I feel like I'm there's definitely some things that I need to brush up on again, like some anatomy things, but mostly like some of the structure. I had to break this down. If you look at this, I'm going to zoom in on it now and show you. I have some perspective lines, and I'll make them a little bit darker so you can see what they are. There you go. You should be able to see the perspective lines right now. And what I've done is I've made a horizon line right around the waistline of all three of these guys right here. Now, what I'm trying to do is work it where they're all on the same plane, but I'm going to make them, so they're a little closer than the others, but they're still kind of around each other. So it's 1 point perspective. Everything's coming off this point. It's going, you know, from the side of the front guy's hip, kind of, and every angle from the hills behind them to their staves, their swords, even the rats in front of them are coming off that 1 point. And so everything is looking at that. I think what I need to do now, I'm just starting to detail. I don't have the armor idea for all of these characters because they gave me these AI pictures that don't really blend well. And so it's weird because you'll see a leather strap and then it will disappear. It'll just blend into this nothingness. And you can just tell they're all AI images. So they're really hard to discern, like, what is really happening with the armor and with the costumes. So once I get those done, though, it'll be kind of quick. But and I won't say I'm fast. I'm very slow, by the way. But on commissions, I take my time a little more because I want it to be high quality, and they're not really pressed for time. So there's no deadline on this at all. I'm working on this as a thing they asked me to do, and they said they would pay me, and I'm like, yes, that's great, let's do it. So I agreed, and I love D&D characters, by the way. Fantasy is my favorite, so favorite genre, and I want to jump into that and do some more characters for people. So I'm going to knock this back. I don't want to see the perspective lines all the time. I do have this character called Novichok, who is the one who's partially rendered here. I'm going to zoom in now to show you him. Whoa, a little too far, or in the wrong area. But look, I mean, my thumb, or this isn't a thumbnail, it's a rough. It's pretty rough looking, see? And it's meant to be because it's not finished like this character. And so uh, he will be rendered. Um, but, you know, when you have a bird man, you have to give him some texture on his face and make him look like there's feathers and things like that. So there's going to be a blending of style here, but I want it to be, I don't know. This is a unique character, and I thought he looked really cool, so I wanted to really spend some time making him look good. And so that's what I've been working on. Now, the only reference I have is on my phone. I have a text. Everything's been done in text for this. Um, and what he did was, and oops, I opened the wrong thing. And that's all I have to go on. So, and they're not all the best angles and everything. And some of them I only have the bust. So I have from the shoulders up or the middle of the chest up, and I can't even, you know, tell what's happening with the rest of their outfits. So with that, I'm hoping I can uh, define a little more what's going on with this character. Let me show you. Yeah. So I have a picture like this, and I hope you can see that. But that's what he sent me. And so whenever I look, like whenever you look at this, the rats are standing on each other. And oh, one has wings. That's pretty interesting. That one has bigger wings. This rat is blending into another rat. So there's like two rats here. This one doesn't have a front paw. Yeah, it's very strange. AI is so fun. I mean, for the normal person, I guess getting a character realized in AI and getting texture on it like that, it is cool. I got to admit, it's pretty cool. But um, I'm hoping that I can make it cooler by having a drawing that they'll be proud of and really love. Um, and I just hate AI. Let's be honest, I hate it. So I'll drink to that one too. Okay, so look at my chat. Do I have somebody here? Oh, what? Dean is here. I can't believe it. That's awesome, man. Good to see you. I'm so glad you showed up. I should make the dude in the middle bigger. Okay, let me look at this. I'm so alone. Yeah, I know, man. I would love to. Yeah, I started calling this Mythical Groove Canvas, man, or Mythic Groove Canvas, because really, let me see if I can show your thing. Oh, good, it does come up right over me. That's awesome. Um, but I'm gonna have to put my picture up at the top or something here. But yeah, Mythic Groove, because you know how much I'm into music and into the fantasy realm, and I wanted to do a draw stream, so I thought I'll do that. Plus, I'll have this. I'm not doing anything with Murph anymore, so it's just me. I'll invite you in sometime, Dean. Right now, this is kind of just a test stream because I want to see how it goes. But once I more, I'm going to invite people, and I hope, and that'd be awesome. I haven't talked to you in a long time, and it'd be great to catch up with you. So I hope it didn't run you off. Like last time you put something that was like 5 minutes ago. You say I should make the dude in the middle bigger. So I got to look at that. Let me zoom out. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm probably going to have to make his torso and his legs come up a little more, like draw down a little bit more, because when they're all in that same place back here, he's got to be a little wider than them and bigger. I thought I was doing it enough, but you're right. The good thing is I made all these guys on different uh, different layers. Do that. Look at that. Ha, 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 ha. And we can grow him up a little bit. Probably needs to be like that. Put him on there. Again, I would say it's probably enough. I don't want to get him too crazy. So tell me what you think of that, Dean. If you're still here, man. I wasn't looking at my chat because I didn't think anybody would be in here. I just thought, oh yeah, nobody's going to watch me right now. So, all right. Now, the bad thing about this is when I'm drawing this guy, the problem I'm having with him right now is, well, look, there you can see the difference in the rendering versus my thumbnail version or my rough version. And yeah, let me get back to this. So what I was doing, I wanted to draw him with these pants, or this long, I guess what I'll have is, almost like samurai or I don't know, ninja. I wouldn't even say ninja, probably samurai more than anybody. They have these long pants that come and they hang real low and they bag way out like this and then they come into the leg. And I thought about doing that for him and having kind of a loin piece, but it's going to be leather. And so he's got this this flowy leg thing. Now on here it shows like a skirt, like a leather skirt, but I feel like that's hard to move around in. I don't know. It's also hard to draw because then it's awkward. And I could make it coming behind his leg like this if I did. I feel like then you've got it strapping over his leg like this, and it just looks weird as all get out. So I would almost rather have the pant. That way, whenever I draw it out here, it comes out like this. And, there's some bagging around his legs and stuff, but it's so much easier to get this deal than it is anything else. So I'm good. This is just an experiment right now, but it's definitely something I'm liking better. So I'm going to see what this looks like. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm happy with this. I'm going to have to do some design work on this because it's really not coming out great. It's a real pain in the ass. So anyway, well, Dean, man, I hope I didn't lose you, man. Come back, please. I have to put this on live chat. And why is it coming up with this stupid top fan thing? Have you guys seen this on YouTube where everybody's getting this, like you're getting these weird, I don't know, crowns by your name, I guess you'd call them. It's very weird. I don't like it. I'm going to have to kill that. All right. Anyway, so yeah, back to this, I guess. This is what we're here for, right? And it had this look to it, like this. Yeah, we'll get it straight later. Right now, what I'm worried about is aesthetic. One thing I know is that they had this guy in a lot of belts. I was like, man, that is a lot of belts. I don't know why, but they like him wearing belts. Actually, no. I think that's just going to go around there like that. I think that's what it's just going to have to do, unfortunately. It's going to kick over the leg and go around and then kick back here like that. So if I go with the skirt idea, that's more what's going to happen because it's a longer skirt and it really covers a lot of his leg. So it'll be something like that. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry I missed you, Dean. I hope your trip to America was fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself and really now you want to move here. Ha ha! I hope that's the truth. Um, I hope you're able to. And man, we got to touch base because I really I miss a lot of you guys from my old chat. I miss Crazy Mad and you, Mo Biggs. I've talked to him sometimes in some other chats, but I didn't tell him I'm doing this either. This was just mainly to get me out there and you know, just doing the stream again. So, in fact, um, he told me, you need to at least stream once a month or something. And I thought, that's not a bad idea. The Mythical Groove Canvas or Mythic Groove Canvas may be only a once a month type of deal. And that's fine with me. I don't need to stream every day, and I don't care about having a set schedule all the time either. This is mainly going to be about having fun and whenever I feel like it. And so if I feel it, I'll put it out there. And if I don't, you'll catch me around and I'll see you guys in some chats. And mainly because I'm not going to allow YouTube and everything else to dictate my life. I can't. I have too much going on. I have my family. Man, I was like, when I made my comic and did all that YouTube stuff, and I was following what everybody said, I was sacrificing my family time, and that wasn't cool. It really wasn't cool. And it just wasn't good on me mentally. It was too much. And I think my art suffered for it too, because I was too worried about that instead of worried about getting my book done and getting things the way I wanted it. So I'm going to focus on the important stuff. This is about comic books. It's not about YouTube. This is about me making a comic. It's what I set out to do. Twitter and YouTube and everything else, social media, is only secondary and only going to be used as a platform to market, not as a way to, I don't know, be the primary thing that markets my book. I don't think that's right anyway. I disagree with that philosophy. I think it can help, but you have to really do quite a bit on YouTube to grow your channel. And it almost has to be like a full-time job for you to do that. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to build a comic book. And that's what I want. I think the best thing I can do is put my nose down to the grindstone and write and draw and continue to post things. And then every now and then get in with people and hang out and have some fun. But I think you're going to feel better about me getting my work done than you will about me doing another YouTube show. So whoever does that, that's great. I'm not putting anyone down for it or caring what they think about it either. This is for me, and that's what I'm going to end up doing. And I hope more people would do that. I hope more people would follow in those steps of doing what works for them, um, doing what they want to do instead of what they feel dictated to do. Uh, and I think all be much happier. So there's no one set way. I know that. If that's one thing I've learned, there's no one set way. What works for one doesn't work for the other. So do what you think works best for you and learn from your mistakes. Um, let me look and see what I got going on here. Okay. I think I'm okay. So let me go back. I still don't know what's happening with the top fans. So I'm going to have to figure out where to go and fix this in YouTube. And I hope I'm able to get this stupid thing off of here because I hate it. So, Dean, I appreciate you coming in, though, man. This is great. Let me see if I can make this a little better now. Now that I know the idea of what I want, I'm going to erase this. Almost this whole thing. And I'll make all the lines better. One thing I don't like about digital, I can't slide my arm as smooth and it gets a little rough and you can see like the wiggles, like the little, I don't know what you call it, scribble line. And that's super annoying to me. That doesn't look right either. Okay. All right. Now, the thing about this guy is all the belts. It's absolutely ridiculous the number of belts they put on him. So I gotta figure out how all these work. Oh yeah, that's just a hodgepodge of nothing in the middle of that. So I'm just going to. I do like that though. I'm going to draw a strap coming down. Let's get that going. Strap over his belt. And it's going to hang a bunch of glass jars off his side, which I think is actually kind of cool. He's got all these glass jars that are full of some kind of potion or chemical or something that he's made. And it's, he also carries one in his hand. And I thought that was a cool aesthetic. So I'm going to use that and put that in there. Man, I got some work to do on this. Sheesh. Always go back in and tighten up some lines, though. If I feel like they're not working, I'll get back in there and work them until they're right. So, get these going. It's got different sizes of them, which I think is kind of cool too. And some of them are even round, so they're Got this like almost like beakers from a lab or something. But I thought, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. It's like having potions in a bottle that you can throw at people. Mess that up. Shoot. Okay, we'll get that fixed. This was like, yeah, my brush was too big. So there we go. He's got that. Plus, he's got one in his hand up here, and I think that's cool. It's a cool thing. This character also has um, a group of rats that he has tamed. So that's what these are. And they called it a cult of rats, which I thought was kind of funny. And he said the cult of rats. Uh, he tames them or whatever, or controls them, and makes them go where he wants, and they do his bidding. So I thought that was kind of cool. All right, so he's got some trinkets hanging here, which this is going to be like wrapped leather all the way down. That's pretty fun. Okay. All right. This isn't going to be so bad. This has to go. It's starting to come along. Which he's got these little bird legs that have come out the bottom here, which is funny. Which I've already drawn, but I want to make them even more bird-like, which is, he's got these skinny ankles, so skinny legs. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit like it's got a little feather texture, and then it comes down to like when a bird gets that real rough texture on their feet. And that's pretty much, what it's going to look like until you get there. It's going to have that, like where it drew dots, but yeah, it's going to have this texture, uh, and then it'll go down here, and then you start getting into the toe that's like real rough. He's got these huge talons on the bottom of his toes, which is kind of cool. I always thought it was interesting how birds have that. They have these like real gnarly feet, man. Super gnarly. Ugly. There you go. That's kind of right, I think. I think I lost you, Dean. Dang. I was hoping you'd come back in, man. We'd have a chat. I know he's like, I'm so alone, and I didn't mean to leave you hanging like that, actually. So I apologize. If I would have known, dude, I would have jumped at that. Have you in here, or to have you on the chat with me at least, so we can talk. That sucks. Ah, what I could normally fix with a pencil, you can't do that digitally. You have to go back and redo it. It really sucks because I that's what I enjoy about traditional drawing is being able to go in and work that pencil, and it's really hard to. It's hard to be able to do that digitally. You got to know. Oh, I got to go back and hit the eraser or whatever. Okay, so those will get better too. I just got to work this. Okay. How'd that look? Does that look goofy? I don't know. I don't think it will once I get a little more texture on it. I'm gonna I'm gonna put some shadow and work some things into it. It'll look much better. It's kind of funny having this texture come down to the legs like this. Reminds me of cartoons, which maybe I shouldn't think of it like that, but I do. Yeah, that's not right. There we go. Yeah, it's going to have some other stuff done to it. Hmm, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I do that. feel like I need to talk the whole time during the stream, but I guess I don't. Still have one watching. That's kind of cool. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Some of this I'm still learning to do with this bird creature because I'm like, man, he's so weird. Never done anything like him. That's better. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not working. Not the way I wanted it to, at least. I'm still figuring some of this out. I'm probably going to have to redraw some of this, even, and that's okay. I don't want to necessarily, but the point is sometimes you got to experiment because it may not work out. You may not get the textures you want, and if you don't, then you're going to have to work with it. It's starting to look good, but man, it's got a long way to go too. So yeah, I mean the thing is, he's taking good shape, so I'm liking it. I just have to draw a million more belts on him, and I think we'll be good. So I'm going to go about 15 more minutes, and I'm going to get off of here because as much as I want to hang out with everybody, um, you know, I'm just going to move on because I don't know if this was successful. So I'm going to have to watch the playback and see if it's okay. I've never used Restream, so this is the first time I've done it, and it's pretty interesting. Um, it's pretty easy. It's a lot like StreamYard, but different in its own way. So just going to give this his arms some texture. What was really difficult was figuring out what was cloth and what was his feathered arm. It looked picture that I have, and then whenever you look again, he has feathers coming down his arms. It gives him a very nice look, but whenever you're trying to draw it, you're like, okay, is that cloth or feathers? I don't know. I have no idea. So I think what I'm going to do is make it um, feathers, almost like a furry arm underneath these big, massive shoulder feathers. And so they'll be smaller, like what's on his leg. And then that way, there's texture to it. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this out because it's really strange to me. There's a part of me that just wants to give him sleeves and not do that. And I think that might be what I do. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give him just sleeves. It's going to be like this. I need to erase that because it's hairy still. Shit. I'm really struggling. Oh, great. It wants to save my information. Just let me draw, damn it. So, speaking of Dean, if you guys don't know who Dean is, if you watch this, check out Dean's stuff. He is working on the Embrace. He's probably got some other projects going on too that I don't know about, but he's doing the Embrace. And so, if you know that book, he's the artist for that. Good read, good art. Go check him out. I think you'll love it. Plus, Dean's a cool guy, so great guy to talk to. Had him on my show. Murph and Dirk duke it out a couple times at least, and fun to talk to. Loads of fun. It's so weird. I don't know if I like it. So better. No, I don't like that. I'm not loving the way my stuff is coming out tonight. I gotta be honest. It's just not working for me. So that means we're getting rid of these as well. There we go. Okay, this isn't necessarily my favorite, but it's okay. Yep, that's a problem. Let that feather cover up that piece of its chest. That'll work there. Actually, put a little small one in there. Shit. That's what I thought. All right. Okay. He's looking like a full figure now. That's good. Yeah, much better. Okay. So it's going on 11:27. About 3 more minutes. Um, so not much more time, but sorry, this wasn't that much drawing. I will do more the next time. I might have this finished by the time I do that, though. Who knows? But this is a good test, and I appreciate Dean for coming in here and watching me. It's so great. Um, yeah. Okay. I'm happy. Unless I can't save that right now. I'll save it after I'm done here. Um, anyway, well, this was an interesting thing for me. I've never really tried Restream, so I'm glad I did that. It was fun to be able to know if I could, you know, put the chat in here. It looks like I can. It's a little slow, I got to say that. Where's Mo? Mo Biggs and Crazy Mad. And so at least they were mentioned honorable mentions tonight, which was great. Um, so I have my Twitter account listed below for you guys to follow me on. It's x.com at or backslash drock. So if you guys want to find me there, I should probably change it to the Dukester or something like that, but I don't have that. So um, next time I will advertise this and I will try to get more people on. But I just wanted to introduce myself. You know, it's kind of funny. I haven't been relevant around here, which it let me know that just by being on X, you're not really relevant. You got to do more, which sucks because I'm fighting against that. But um, to stay relevant, I've needed to actually be more active in the chats, but also I think have something to draw people to. So if I have this every now and then and draw people here, I think that'll be fun. I'm hoping to see everybody in some of the chats. I'm hoping to see some of you on Twitter and get to know some of you too. There's a lot of new artists around now in Comicsgate and just the uh, the comic world anyway. And it's fun to watch new people come in, but it kind of stinks whenever you've been around for 5 years or more and they don't know who you are. You're going, oh my gosh, I fulfilled a book. I've been where they're going and beyond. So now I'm in a different place than they are, and they know nothing of me because I'm not relevant and because I'm not staying on top of things. So I really got to get in there and do a little more, at least socially. Uh, and it's a hard thing to do. But with that said, I thank everybody for coming in here. I'm going to end it. And once again, I'll zoom in on Novichok to let you see him one last time. There's his face. I'll zoom out just a little bit to give you a whole body shot and let you know what's going to happen. The rendering will get better as we go. And the whole thing overall will look pretty cool when I'm done with it, but because I'm liking some of the aesthetics I'm coming up with. And a lot of it's experimentation. So until I get it right, I'll keep pushing. So, guys, thank you so much. I will hopefully see you soon. And yeah, catch you around. I hope you guys liked the video. Please subscribe. I'm going to start advertising it now as a channel and come in and hang out. I would love to draw with you if you're an artist. And if not, come in and talk to me. And I don't think I'm going to promote a ton on here, although I may promote a little bit. I think it's going to be more about promoting creators, not creatives. It's not creative, by the way. You are a creator. You are creative, but you're not a creative, which I don't know why everybody says that. It's very weird. So anyway, hope to have some creators in here where we can do some cool things. So with that said, I will see you all later.